welcome into the editing portion of this and talking about the business side. So I'm going to start out by saying a shoot like this you need to try and keep as quick as possible. So if you think about it, the faster you can do it, the faster you can deliver it, the faster you can get payment. That's what this type of shoot is all about. So if you could do it at a car show or at some type of event, some type of cars and coffee, and just present the photos to them right then and there on the spot for say $100, $150. It only took you like 5 or 10 minutes, and then that could lead to a higher end opportunity where you could schedule a level 2, which would be setting up at a location where the car's by itself to make it look a little better, or something at sunset, something like that, which then could lead to talks of level 3, 4, and 5. But for this, we're just doing basic, very quick edits. I'm not going to be leaving like Lightroom, or I actually edit in Bridge and then take it into ACR or Adobe Camera Raw and then edit everything from there, because I hate dealing with catalogs and things like importing. I mean, you're already putting the files onto your computer anyway. There's no need for you to have to re-import things. They're there. I don't understand it. The point that I'm trying to make is keep this as quick as possible, get it in and out to the client, get paid, move to the next one, and you'll be done. That's level 1. Hello everyone, welcome back. This is level 2, the $150 to $250 range. I'm only going to be editing 3 photos for you today. I've sped everything up 750% or more just to fit it in here in a timely manner, because I don't want to waste your time. So if you haven't seen level 1, go back and watch that. This is a 5-part series that should go by pretty quick, in total like 20 or 30 minutes. What you get with level 2 is just more editing. And so what I mean by that is, up on the screen right now, I am basically editing out backgrounds and doing things that you would see on a higher end edit. Somebody had a vehicle inside a garage, but they actually wanted it at sunset or in a different garage or something like that. And so I'll select the image out, clean it up a little bit, and then throw it into another background and go from there. Now, I said that you can do level 2 at a certain place, and what I meant by that was you can schedule level 2s for better areas. But at the time when I was doing the shoot, I could only do so much, and I couldn't take the car outside. It was just an immobile object at the moment. I had to do with what I had to work with. And so what you'll see is I'll drag and drop some backgrounds in there and edit things from there. Now, for your level 2, you would want to take something outside or schedule it in a really cool place that you could do better photos. So if you have a desert near you, a forest near you, winding roads, even an empty parking lot sometimes can be cool. Mountains, just emptiness, who knows? Whatever you have, work with that. Now, for me, I had to work with just a car inside of a garage. So what I'm doing is bringing the environment to me. And so I'm bringing in backgrounds and elements to make it look like we were in cool other places. And so now this is going to be a little bit higher end client. If I were to go for anybody, it would be like the more mid-level show cars, I would say. So something that looks kind of fancy, but you know they don't have a ridiculous amount of money to spend. But this is a great starting point to just get your name out there, get it on the board, as you would say. So people would know, you know, this guy edits photos, he edits really good, he takes good photos, he does a good job, he does it in a timely manner. Let's talk about timely manner. So most of these people are going to expect you to have the photos back to you in like 3 to 4 days. Just because they're impatient, they want to see the photos. They saw you do the work, and in their minds, they could have done something on their phone already and had it back and applied a filter to it. So you're going to have to go above and beyond that. And that's why it's just a little bit. It's $150 to $250. So most of these people are spending thousands of dollars on parts and wheels and accessories and things like that. So this isn't a break the bank moment. Something like this should just be in the wheelhouse for anybody to be able to sell to it, but once again, you may have to start from the bottom and work your way up. Go back to level 1 and start there with just taking some pictures at a car show and just trying to hand out business cards and just kind of bring the business in the best you can. Everybody has to start at some point. If you have seen any car photo in the world, they didn't start out taking photos like that. They had to start at some place. And this is that some place. Took a couple pictures with their phone, took a couple pictures with their point and shoot, then they got a DSLR, then they transferred to mirrorless. So the first thing you saw was me edit things and put it into a garage. Now, something like that isn't too crazy. You've seen it before. If you want to go back and slow the footage down, you can. It's just not going to be very impressive. You're just watching me cut out a car, put it in the background, and then match the color essentially and add some blur. There's not really much to it. The second photo, there isn't a lot going on, so for this second edit, I kind of go through it. It's pretty quick, sped up, but if you take a look at it real close, I'm trying to show you that just cutting the car out and putting it on a background doesn't work. And then if I try the other way, where I normally cut it out with a program like Topaz, then it gets real, I would call it glitchy looking. So what I do is just cut out the actual car, place it on the background, and then just eliminate the background by hand. And this is the way we used to have to do it back in the day, and it still works the best today. Now you could go through it with a pen tool all you want. You're still gonna have blurry edges and things that you're gonna have to work around. So putting it on the background and then eliminating the parts that you don't need, the negative space is going to be the best way to do it. Now what you're seeing here is just 3 images. Normally I don't go above like 5 to 10 images depending on cost. Normally I don't go above like 5 or 10 images depending on cost, but that's totally up to you. If you love to edit and you want to spend more time editing for that budget, then that is fully your deal. But realize that at that budget, you're gonna have to keep going at that rate. These are car guys, they stick together. So if you did 10 for one, you're gonna have to do 10 for the next one. This third edit, super basic. Still gonna be the same thing, but I'm just gonna apply some presets from your favorite preset program, some little elements here and there, and I'm gonna call it good. I mean, it already looks pretty good, so the editing is just gonna accentuate what we're doing. That's gonna do it for level 2. Hey everyone, welcome back. I'm going to be walking you through this real quick. What you just saw was I've already loaded all of the layers into it, changed to lighting mode, and now I'm just going through layer by layer, picking out what I want from each individual section of this photo shoot and just kind of editing out the rest. So this one is going to be with flash photos, so I don't want crazy highlights or anything on there. And I'm going to bring back the background because I did the flash for that. If you haven't seen the actual shoot itself, level 1 or 2, we're on level 3. This is the flash portion. So what I've just explained is basically what's going to happen in this. It's just going to be at a different level than the other ones. Now on the business side of this is my bread and butter. So I'll bring flash on set, most of the time set it up for a garage or just a really dark area, and most of the time I don't have anything in the background. It's just a nice black fall off behind it. And if there is anything in the background, I make sure to just change it to where you can't see that portion of it. So normally I'll charge anywhere between $400 to $750 for this kind of shoot, and I deliver 3 to 5 images per shoot. And that's a fully edited, ready to go. They can print it however they want. Now the second part of this would be if you wanted to get into print sales, but that's an entire topic all on itself. And so what you're seeing right now is I'm just bringing in extra elements back in to get the things that I want, like that part of the background. But it's pretty much done. So for the business side of it, that's what you can charge. Go for your high-end clients. Welcome back everyone. This is level 4 of the series. Now, if you haven't seen level 1, 2, and 3 yet, go back and watch those, or else this might be confusing to you. In the scheme of things, this is a continuation on the $450 to $750 shoot that I just talked about. What I'm bringing to the element is going to be a more high-end, more subtle variation, more cleanup, just a little bit more here and there. And then we'll discuss the more of the light painting in the level 5, where you do the actual light painting and the abstract portion of it. So what I'm doing here is just kind of masking in some things, and then I'm applying LUTs and textures and overlays and color matches and just color gradient all over the place to give it a completely different look, a different feel. That way it has a completely different look to the image, and this is something you would add into it and just say it's extra added value. I did another edit for it because I liked the way they both look and I couldn't choose between the two. This is going to be for your higher end clients, so keep that in mind that they want extra. And so that is level 4. Welcome back, everyone. And you have made it to level 5. Congratulations! The one you've probably all been waiting for. For these kinds of shoots, because of how much goes into it and how much I have to get right in camera, these I normally charge $750 to $1,000 for like 3 to 5 images. So what you're looking at here is me picking and choosing the best ones that I want to use each individual small little element on this car. And then I'm bringing it in and I'm editing in just those tiny little elements. And so what you're seeing is me getting just those little highlights on the bumper or the wheel, or just the one on the mirror that I like the very most, and then I'm going to edit to suit that need. Now I am going into the background and editing in a little more, but for this next one we're just going to keep it super clean. Or no, I'm sorry. This one is the abstract version, where we're gonna get a little crazy. Now I did notice that I brought in the clean image from the start for the car, where it was just one single swipe over the car to make it look the best it can. But now you're seeing me just combine little elements here and there, and then I'm going to take it into a program. Once again, any program, it doesn't have to be the one you're seeing me use, which is X5. It could be any kind of color grading, color rendering software. It could be anything you want, just to get the things you want to get. And then, so what you're seeing me do is I want to go in and create some kind of blur. It wasn't working in that program, so I'm going into path blur and I'm going to follow that path and go from there. It's for the person that brought me this car. Somebody that has disposable income with a high level of just don't care for something they want to just throw up on their wall as a poster of their car, because who knows, maybe they're getting 4 of the next kind of car and they just want something to remember the previous car they had, and they can show off something that's just disposable income to. So what you saw me do was finish that abstract. Now we're going into the super high-end clean look, where it's just one single pass over the top, and then I'm just cleaning up all these elements to make it look the best it can, so it looks like a flawless car that just had the most impeccable little detail job ever done on it. This is frequency separation. We're taking away all the little highlights, nudging things to certain places and making it look super clean and tidy, almost like it wasn't even any dirt on it at all. You can smudge things and go from there, but we're all done. Like, comment, subscribe. If you have any questions, let me know. I went through this pretty quick. So if you have a question about the business side or how to get more business on the car side, let me know in the comments below. Hit the bell, turn it on so you can see what's to come next. Have a nice day.